Hi loves, I wanted to give you a quick video on how to do sketch notes and show you some examples of the Mendelian genetics notes that I did for you. They don't have to be hard, they don't have to be elaborate, just creative. You know, break out some color pencils, markers, whatever you got, and I am going to kind of show you just some basics of sketch notes. Okay, first things first, make sure that you have reviewed the material, read through the book, read the chapter, read the sections that contain the information that you need to have for your notes. You can use, notebook paper, you can use blank paper, you can use any kind of paper. Also, a couple different colors of pens, markers, whatever you think is going to work best for you. Okay, so we're going to give this a go. Get that out the way. All right, once you have read your material, you can really start simply. I like to use just a couple different colors. So I've got blue, I've got red, I've got purple, and I've got a pencil. A lot of times, people who do sketch notes a lot recommend using pen because this forces your brain to really focus on what's necessary and to take your time and to kind of only keep what is important in your notes. So I am going to start with just purple and then kind of just start with the topic, and you can put it at the top, you can put it in the middle and kind of work everything around it, but I'm going to put it at the top. So our topic was Mendelian genetics. All right, just write it out. Okay, and then one part of sketch notes is kind of, making it pop. So one way that we can make this pop is just kind of doodling around those letters, okay? Doesn't have to be fancy. All right, don't have to be an artist to do sketch notes. It's just visual notes. Even if you're just using a couple different colors, that's fine. All right, so we know that if I look really quickly at this, I know that my notes are about Mendelian genetics. All right, one of the first things is that Mendelian genetics is based off of sexual reproduction, and that's one of the things that you had to do. So you could really just simply start with sexual reproduction. So I'm going to keep all of my important bold information in one color. Okay, here's my title, a little squiggly, lets me know that that's important. And we know that sexual reproduction involves two parents. So yeah, I'm going to get out my pencil for this one. Okay, there are my two parents. We know it takes two. All right. Unlike asexual reproduction, that is only one parent. Okay, we want to know that this is a mating between them, so we're going to use a nice little heart with that in it. And we know that sexual reproduction involves the fusion of gametes. All right, so these are your gametes. I'm going to say this is our egg. That's our sperm. Don't laugh at my sperm drawing. Okay, and we know that you get 23 chromosomes from mom and 23 chromosomes from dad. Pencil. Okay, and just this is some important information over here, but it's not as important as sexual reproduction, so we're going to give it a different color. These are gametes. All right, we know that the fusion of these two from our reading is a process called fertilization. And that is going to result in the offspring. That would be our baby. All right. And so here, even with this quick little section that I've done, there's some key things that you know just from looking at this without writing out a lot of information. You know that sexual reproduction needs two parents. One parent is going to give an egg, and it's going to have 23 chromosomes. The other parent is going to give a sperm, and it has those 23 chromosomes. And so when they go through that process of fertilization, where they fuse together, how many chromosomes is this offspring going to have? It's going to equal 46 or 23 pairs. All right, so as you notice, I didn't do a lot of writing. I've got a lot of visuals, a couple words, and that's okay. So you really want to make sure that you're focusing on the visuals of the information. All right, let me switch to some of my completed ones. So this is a good way to, once you get done, is to go back and kind of edit them. So you might want to go back and highlight the 23 in there, you know, go over it in a different color. Kind of, you know, one of the other things you had to talk about was meiosis, so that can come off to the side. Remember, I'm not using a lot of words. Here's that process of meiosis. One of the other things was crossing over, so you can even show that next to your meiosis. Feel free to be creative with these, okay? Not a lot of words. Okay, so, and you can use as many pieces of paper as you want. So I start with one, I move to another piece of paper. This paper kind of focuses on traits, or this set of notes. So up traits, I have, you know, what we think of are different traits that people have. One of the other things is that, you know, traits can be dominant or recessive. Dominant traits are the strong trait. You know, if you have a dominant and a recessive trait, you know, if you get one dominant trait from a parent and a recessive trait from the other parent, this is that heterozygous condition. Okay, and that means that that strong trait is going to win with Mendelian genetics. Okay, that's the trait that you will see. All right, as you see, this is not a lot of writing. This is a lot of drawing and being creative and helping my brain understand these concepts in Mendelian genetics. Remember, if you have any questions, feel free to contact me on Schoology or Remind. I miss you guys. Hope you have a good day.